myself and my two girls who are adults included. You know, not a situation, again, you can get receipts, you can go see where they say, like, oh, kids been brainwashed, but we've been fine up until these past several years. So, what happened? All of a sudden now the kids are brainwashed. All of a sudden now these young women who are grown women are babies. They have their own relationship with you. You have your own not existent relationship with them. I'm just asking that you please leave us alone. I've tried to go to lawyers and get help. I've tried to show all the crazy texts I've had to block. Like, you do crazy shit like send flowers to yourself and take a picture and post it on the gram and tell everybody I sent you flowers. Again, I have receipts of all of this. I have receipts from your office saying that you sent flowers to yourself without my permission. I have all of this. You guys have never seen it because it just doesn't warrant, it doesn't rise to that occasion. I mind my own business. But please don't attack my children. They've been through so much. Don't attack my family, which is supposed to be your family too. Don't do that because you're at rock bottom. I don't know. Hypothetically, you're at rock bottom. You've hit the bottom. I don't know. You're grasping at straws. I don't know if this is a money grab. I don't really know what this is. I think it's probably all of the above. I have to say, I think, and allegedly, and all these things, just so I can be, right in saying like my feelings and how I feel, what I think. Um, but I met this person when I was um in high school in St. Louis, Missouri. I was modeling. I was 16 years old. Like, I've known you, and everybody knows. Again, that's documented. You can see. I believe I was maybe a sophomore. I know it was before junior prom and senior prom because I went to both of those proms alone with my friends when I was dating them. So it was definitely long before junior and senior prom. I think it was around sophomore year of high school. And again, everybody knows this in my life. They know I was walking around, they see me. The point of it is, I've known you a long time and I've seen lots of stuff, and I just choose to not go there. Um, Lots of things that I could say over the time. I'm typically the one that he and others would call to have their back, right? I'm the one that they would call to solidify everything, to validate everything. If you always look, whenever they get into trouble, they always want to hop up on the live and do a half screen with me. Again, this was years ago because we don't speak now. But, I'm always the one that kind of puts out the fire. I'm also the one that always runs to the defense of all my friends. So if you see any other women, certainly women that I've come up with, certainly women that are mothers of my other of my kids that I love, I come to their defense. So if they're down and out or something's wrong, yeah, you're always going to see Kimora, big mouth me, running up to the gate, running up to help. And you know why? It's because I feel like I'm the one that can't be bowled over. Some of these other people can be bowled over. A lot of my women, friends and other moms, they've gone through things. I've lost friends of mine. People have passed on. I've been through a lot. And I've seen where women a lot of times just don't get their just due. They don't get support. They don't have anything to show for their life and their contributions because they depended on a man. I am not that. I'm the few. I'm one of the few. And there's a handful. You can count us in your hands. I'm one of the few that doesn't have to do that. I'm one of the few that has my own uh, stuff. And because of that, um, I feel like I'm the one that can speak up. I'm the one. My stuff does not depend on, my paycheck doesn't depend on these buffoons. Whereas some of my other friends, they do, their life does depend on that. So they can't always speak up. So that's another just side note as to why you see me running anytime there's an issue, I'm going to run because I'm the one that you can't knock down. I'm the one that you're not just going to like ignore and step over me. And so that's just a little side note as to why you will always see me fighting or taking up women's causes. You guys know that I work with Skid Row. I work with unhoused homeless children, you know, women and children, infants. You know this. This is my life's work. I have, you know, adopted my third son. I mean, I'm a global citizen of the world. I'm a woman of the world. I'm a business, you know, woman. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm just tired of it. I just, please leave us alone. Like, stop with all these lies. And I see a lot of comments, and you know, thank you guys. But yeah, I think that's it. I think I just am saying, please, like, leave us alone. We tried to help you. You know, somewhere there's love for you. Please try to raise above and just leave us alone. Like, I have done everything I could to raise my kids. I've done everything I could, oftentimes alone. I've been like scammed up one side of the street and down the next. And I'm still standing. I'm still okay. That's not, you know, those things the same cannot be said for other people. I'm from St. Louis. I see people on here from St. Louis. And they're saying like we're strong and we're not going to take that. Yeah. You know, I'm from St. Louis. I'm not going to take this. And one of my baby daddies, the one in question, is from Queens. And so I never thought either that Queens would come through like that. That is not representing Queens. You know what I'm saying? You are not official. You are not thorough. You do not stand up and support your family. You scream and stand there on the side and throw tantrums, and you are a spoiled brat. When something doesn't go your way, it just gets worse. You know how they say like the squeaky wheel gets the grease? They're the squeaky wheel. And I'm not the squeaky wheel, but I think I get, you know, my just due from God. My God that I serve, I'm blessed. I don't miss a beat. That kind of tells me every day that karmically I'm going down the right, you know, path. I'm always rewarded. My kids are good. And so I think that's just a little bit of like juxtaposition there, but also just to guys, you know, it's kind of a tired narrative that you always want to blame the mothers of these kids, especially like I say when they're adults. You want to blame, you know, the moms and say like you didn't see your kids and they wouldn't let you in. But again, these are adults. They have telephones, they have emails, you can go see them, they have jobs, they have you know, nothing is preventing someone from being a good person or a good parent, but that person themselves. That's a relationship that you need to take up with the Lord. You need to take that up with your God and with your kids. But don't attack them when they don't support this lying narrative. Don't attack them when things don't go right, and it doesn't prove you to be Gary. I seen you sign on. Is this Gary the little one or Gary the big one? That's Gary the big little one. Gary, hang up the phone. You're not supposed to be on here. You're supposed to be at camp. This is grown folks' business. Grown folks' business, Vashawn. Get your butt to football. So, dang, and now Kenzo's on here too. Y'all back out. Y'all back out. How do I exit folks off of the thing? Kenzo and Gary, take your butts to where you need to go, sirs, 13 and 14-year-old gentlemen. But that's all I wanted to say. I feel like this was just such a long, emotional